Hello, spiritual entrepreneurs. I'm excited to have you back on the channel. I'm doing another oracle reading for you today. Let's see what comes out. I'm excited to see what kind of messages pop up for you. I hope you guys are having a wonderful time on your journey. And right away, as I'm pulling cards here, I'm starting to feel like there's something happening in your life where you're going to realize that you are it. And what I mean by you are it is you're the core, you're the rock, you're the stable one, you're the one that actually takes people out of chaos. You're the one that people actually need in life in order to progress. You're the one that everybody is actually anchored into in your community, in your circle, and people are realizing this. There's something about, you didn't even realize that you were this person. Like, you had no idea the power that you held within you all these years. You had no idea that you doing all the inner work that you've done and you solidifying yourself from the inside and you clearing the pathway of your lineage to be able to serve from a place of love, you purifying yourself. It looks like you've done a lot of purification. You've forgiven yourself for the mistakes that you've made in the past, and you're reclaiming your innocence. And this innocence that you're reclaiming means that you no longer operate out of guilt. And when you stop operating out of guilt, what happens is that you start emanating a whole different frequency. Because when you have no guilt, you start attracting miracles. Because guilt actually dims your light. So when you clear your guilt, you start attracting these miracles. And these miracles start to come in forms that help you to remember who you are. I know that's not what this card says, but that's the intuitive messages that I'm getting from it. It's like re-energizing your soul. It's like remembering who you are on a soul level. It's like all of this energy around guilt and suffering and self-suffocation, punishing yourself for things that, maybe you did in the past. You're over it now. Like, you've forgiven yourself. You've realized that you're not that person anymore. You've really solidified who you are from within, and you're emanating this positive energy. And this positive energy that you're emanating, you gotta trust. Even if you're the only person who is in your circle or your network who is like reflecting this energy, putting this energy out there, you might feel like kind of isolated, but this is okay, because you gotta trust that this is who you are and this is who you came here to be. And you're learning that everything in life is all about operating from a place of love. And when you start emanating with more certainty and more honesty about who you are, people are going to start listening to you, and you're going to start feeling differently about yourself. Now, this all is connected to your work. I know this is a soulpreneur message, but it doesn't sound like it, but it really is, because everything that you feel in your body, everything that you have gone through personally, influences how you operate and run your business. And I'm just getting a sense that your business is about to take off, but it's going to take off in a way that is smooth. You know, sometimes in life we make these big, lofty dreams in our mind and we think, oh, it's going to come like this and it's going to be this big, big thing. But this feels like subtle shifts. This actually just feels like an offer lands on your table, and it's not like shaking up your whole nervous system, or it doesn't cause anxiety. And it doesn't make you feel like you're going to overwork yourself. It just makes you feel like, okay, yeah, that's cool. But you're not like, because you're so solid and because you're so anchored in who you are, and because you've actually like worked through a lot of your shadows and reclaimed your innocence, you're not like trying to prove anything to the world anymore. You're not trying to get attention. You're not trying to get validation. You're just trying to be yourself. And part of this being yourself is actually really aligning with you, because you're going to start seeing that the way that you operate your business is going to really start speaking to people. People are going to start seeing you in different ways because they're going to see how rock solid you are. Wow. I pulled the Milk and Honey card. If you guys know this deck is from Colette Baron Reed. I love this deck because it really does speak to entrepreneurs as well. But like, this Milk and Honey card is all about you manifesting all the beauty of life. Everything that you've put your hard work and energy into, it's time for you to receive. And this is because you are here to connect to a higher power. So if there's any part of you that is still telling the story, I have to keep working for years and years, nothing I do ever works, just know, like, you are on the edge, you're on the precipice of a massive, massive upgrade that will not feel massive at all. It'll just feel like, okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you so much for that gift. Thank you so much to God for providing. But it's not going to feel heavy. It's not going to feel like this is shaking up my world. Because, you know, sometimes we receive things in life that are shocking to our system. This is not going to shock you. This is going to be like you being like, I prepared myself to receive this and here it is now. So moving along, right? It's going to feel natural, which I love to see, because, you know, a lot of times when we're on the journey, sometimes things can be really intense and they can be very heavy. But thankfully, what I'm getting from this reading is that you're experiencing something that is softer. You're experiencing something that is just emanating positivity and lightness, and you don't have to worry anymore. Like, the work that you've done has gone a long way. You might still have to tweak a couple things here and there, but for whoever's watching, like, you really are on the right path. And the inner work that you have done has really come a long way. And people are really, really feeling the vibration that you are emanating right now. They're connecting with who you really are. I think maybe before people doubted you, or they were just like not sure of who you are because you were in your own little cocoon and you were just going through the motions of your own inner connection. But now it's like people are starting to see you, and when they look at you, they see something different than what they saw before. And when they see this other part of you, they want to engage with you, and your business is the perfect way for these people to engage, because they're going to benefit from whatever it is that you have to offer. And it doesn't matter what it is that you have to offer. I mean, you could have made a necklace and someone just wants the connection to your energy, and so they buy the necklace, right? It doesn't matter if it's like a hands-on, you know, if you're doing like a hands-on service, or you're just connected to something that speaks to your soul. Whatever it is that speaks to your soul, people want a piece of that now. Whereas before, they were in the dark about you and they just didn't understand you. So if there's any part of you that feels like maybe misunderstood, or you feel maybe that, like, you know, no one really cares about what you have to offer, or that like you're just going to be in the dark for a really long time and it's going to require lots more patience and suffering, I'm just getting this feeling that like you don't have to go through that storyline anymore. Just start putting yourself out there with confidence, and remember that you're the rock. You're rock solid because of your inner work, and that's really what people are looking for in this world of chaos. You're here to help people to recenter themselves. You're here to help people to restabilize themselves from within, because you've mastered your own feelings. You've mastered your own emotional well-being, and everything that you do in your business is actually going to exude that same level of mastery. So congratulations. We'll see you next time.